Are you losing sleep over your child's college decision? I have been where you're at, twice actually, so I completely understand. Applications have been filed, acceptance letters are starting to roll in, and you're patiently waiting for the financial aid packages to arrive. I'm going to give you a few items to consider from a financial perspective when making the choice for college. Now, before we get started, I want to strongly encourage you, bring your child in on this conversation. Walk them through how a major decision is made. Let's jump in on the financial aid package. I want you to take a look at every piece of the package. Start with scholarships. Ask some good questions. Don't look at this just for the upcoming year. I want you to take in consideration the next 4 years because you're going to ask better questions. How long are they good for? 1 year? Do they expire at 4 years? What happens if your child extends and goes a 5th year? What does your child need to do in order to maintain that scholarship? Do they need to stay a nursing major? Because we know most likely they're going to change the major when they get to school. So ask those types of questions so that you're aware. Moving on to the financial aid section. This is based off of your finances. So my question to you is, are your finances going to change? Because that's important. And you need to talk to the financial aid officer about if your income does change, what happens to that package? What if you have your spouse going back to work now and your income jumps up? Do you lose that financial aid? These are the questions that you need to be asking. Now that you have an idea of what the cost of college will be to you, the rest of the money that you need to come up with, let's look at the loans. Most children qualify on their own for a direct loan. It's usually under $6,000. But that doesn't usually cover the cost. Then you're going to have parents that need to step in and help with the rest. Parent loan perhaps, private loan. Those are all things to consider. Make sure you're reading the terms. Understand what the interest rate is, when payments are expected to begin, right? Is it now or is it when the child graduates? Those are the things that you need to be asking. And don't forget to also ask, if something happens to you or the child, what happens to the loan? Can you defer it? Now, I want to mention 529 plans because many students have 529 plans. And the question always is, do you take it out all the first year? Do you spread it out over 4? It's going to depend on who owns that 529 account. And then that will tell you what type of impact it will have on your financial aid. So again, talk to your financial aid officer about what's best. Lastly, I encourage you to ask yourself the question of what the long-term impact of this decision is going to be on you and your family. Is it going to delay your retirement? Is it going to require your spouse to go back to work? Is it going to drown your child in debt? You need to answer these questions. Please see the PDF that we have prepared for you. It will go over all of the items we discussed here today. Now we know this can be confusing and stressful, and that's why we've made it our mission to unravel it all. Taking you from confusion to clarity, we've got you covered.